What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to break down the trade I'm showing on screen right now to hopefully give you a better understanding of when to fade the higher time frame buys. A lot of people solely only trade with the trend, but sometimes they lose or miss out on trades because price likes to rebalance before continuing the trend, so you can take advantage of this and potentially catch both sides of the move. To start off, you always want to determine your higher time frame buys. In this case, we were in a market maker sell model all the way down to previous month's low, October. And then after you determine this, you can now go to your lower time frame. You can see we're starting heading higher, break structure to the upside. On the lower time frame, you can see that we're most likely heading to these highs or these highs. And when doing so, we were creating huge imbalances like these, where there's clusters of fair value gaps that are unfilled. And after you determine this, you could use your fib, mark out the range, and you can target at least the 50% mark. Obviously, you wouldn't want to short as soon as these imbalances appear. You would want to wait for more confirmation, like a SMT, any type of cracking correlation to appear to signal that we're starting to make the move lower. So with ES, we create a time-based SMT with NQ and ES, with ES taking the yesterday's high and NQ did not. After seeing this, I'm a lot more confident that we're gonna head lower. Now that the time-based SMT formed, you can look for any type of entry trigger that you prefer. Like, for example, this 15-minute CISD. But what I entered off was first, there's a 5-minute one right here, CISD, paired with the 5-minute fair value gap. And since we are fading the higher time frame structure, I wanted to see a little bit more confirmation. So after rejected and inverse this fair value gap, I entered right about 8625 and had my stops at the highs. And for targets, I targeted 0.5 of the range, giving us a almost a 1.8 RR. What I wish I could have done better was have some runners going to 0.62, but that's fine. Since the overall structure is still bullish, and now that price is balanced right to the 0.62, I personally missed this trade because I already won a trade for today, so I was playing a lot more safe. But possible entries were possibly this 3-minute inverse, or you can get the range of this and enter off like anything below 0.5 or even 0.62. In this case, it lines up with the 1 minute and this inverse right here. You can grab the C or enter off the C of it and enter stops. I usually have a max 30 point, but 20 point is usually what I try to go for. And you can target these highs. I expect this SMT to get disrespected because the higher time frame is bullish and we balanced the range already. I personally like using SMTs that fade the higher time frame structure to catch shorts like these, but only if there is a range to be balanced. When price is bullish, oftentimes bearish SMTs would get disrespected and vice versa. So make sure your SMTs align with your higher time frame narrative and don't expect every single SMT to cause a reversal or even a rebalance, because oftentimes they do get disrespected and people rely too much on SMTs and expect every single SMT to cause a reversal. But yeah, for this trade, you would have caught at about almost a 1 in 16 RR, which is insane. If you like the way I trade, you can actually join this Discord I've been working on, where I break down the best positive trades you can take every single day, giving you the daily outlooks and even to the trade entries. And yeah, I hope you found this video helpful, and thank you for watching.